Okay, we are recording. I hope you guys are all having a fabulous day. Lindsay and Kelly, if you guys have smart things to add as I say the things, just jump in, please. Okay, so I know a lot of us see each other and like we're shouting each other out and like talking about enrollments and orders that are coming through and just looking at new distributors or new teammates coming in and what we are doing. And I know that we watch each other and be like, oh, well, I've been in the business longer than her, or I've been in the business for 3 weeks or a month. And like, she signed all of these customers. Why can't I do that? And it's a comparison game. And it's awful because you look at me or you look at Lindsay and we sign, we completed our steps to success. I have not done that yet this month. I haven't signed a distributor yet. And comparison is an ugly sister. I mean, it takes you down like this crazy dark place because you are looking at somebody else's path. You are looking at somebody else's journey, and it is not yours. It is not yours at all, in the slightest. Like, you should look in your own lane because you can work alongside all of us and all of our team and sidelines and everything like that, but you are your own person. You are the one putting work into your business. You are the one planting the seeds. You don't know what I did to sign all of these customers. You don't know what Lindsay did to sign her distributors. You don't know what the work we put in. Like, sometimes when you see all of these enrollments, and I'm going to call Kylie out, but Kylie signed a bunch of customers last month when it was the pick 2 for 49 because she had been having conversations for months. She signed people up that she had talked to the month she joined in July, and they did not sign up. So when these sales come out, you guys, like, we go to our list. We search everybody and tell them about the deals because they're looking for a budget. They're looking for a sale. They may just not be ready. And we've all seen that across the board. But I know I was like, dang, girl, like, you are killing it. She's like, I've talked to this person for 3 months. I've talked to this person for 5 months. I have been talking to this person for 6 days. I mean, from like the day before for like 6 months, she had a range of people, and she went and followed up with all of them, and she had been consistently talking to them for that length of time. And not just about the business, because people don't want to hear business, 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 sale, sale, sale. They want to know that they're a person to you. And so if you check in and say, hey, how are you doing? How are your kids doing? Interact on their page. And I'm not saying every day, because for the potentials list that I have continuously going over the 2 years I've been in business, I don't have time to visit everybody's page every single day. So I take it in chunks, but you're still interacting with these potentials and creating this relationship and this bond. So when you see enrollments happening, we try and talk about, like, where did they come from, or how did we sign them, and how long have we been talking to them? Like, some of my new distributors that signed last month, I had talked to them when I first joined the business over 2 years ago. 2 years. And they were ready at that point. So don't compare yourself to anybody else's story. If you are looking at your own business, you need to see what you are doing for your business and focus on your tasks and staying in your lane of what works for you, and making sure your haps are up, making sure you're posting, putting up your stories, being a real person. Because if you are an It Works robot and talk about all kinds of just throwing up products and the opportunity, hey, join my team, those are all well and good. But if you don't have a personal touch to any of it, people are going to ride right past your page, and they're not going to be like engaged to your story. Does that make sense? Like, they want you as a person. They don't want just your business. And people want to feel like they're getting to know you, and they want to feel welcome, and they want to know what your story is about if you're sharing it. And by sharing that story, you get to meet new people, you get to see what people are about and who has the same goals, aspirations, same age children, all of that. And we're here to help you do that. It's okay. We are trying to help everybody. And in the beginning, like, you're trying to find your groove too. Like, we tell you to go to the first 25-day posts when you first start, because it gives you ideas and you get to at least get the information that you should be getting out there. And then you tweak it and you're figuring out like what to say, how you want to say it, because what I say is way different than what Lindsay says, and it's way different than what Kelly says, and it's way different than what Tori says. So like, you like something of all of us combined, and that's you make it your own, so don't compare yourself to anybody but yourself. If you want to do the comparison game, compare yourself to the way you were last month and the way you were 6 months ago. Look at the growth. Look at how evolved you've come. And if you don't feel like you have that growth, come talk to your leader. If it's me or if it's Lindsay or Kelly or Mandy, because we will help you and figure out where you need to go to get that growth. But you need to compare yourself to where you were a week ago, where you were a month ago, where you were 6 months ago, because look at how far you've come. I mean, I look at when I started 2 years ago to where I am now, like, that's leaps and bounds. And just growing as a person and a business owner. So you can compare only to yourself, because that is the only person that matters. And I mean, I've done it too. I've compared them like, well, why do they sign all of these people? Or what is happening? Why are they always so busy? What do I need to do to be busy in my business? Well, I asked that question, and consistency. Kelly.
And the thing is, like, you want to be busy. Sorry, I'm breastfeeding, so I look like I'm chopped off. You want to be busy in your business, but you want to be productive. So you can be busy and say that you're working and sit on your phone and scroll for 20 minutes to an hour, like, go for it, but you're not busy. You're just like sitting there scrolling. And I was listening to a Zoom actually the other day, and she said, if you find yourself doing this with your thumb more than twice, put your phone down. Stop. And like, that got me, because I'll sit there on TikTok all day. I'll sit there for like an hour on TikTok, and I'm like, what the fuck just happened? Like, where did the time go? But you need to either set timers, like that's what I do, because that's how I handle it with the kids. Like, I'll set a 10-minute timer. I'm going to work on HAPS for 10 minutes, and then I'll stop, and then I'll go do something. And then I'll set another timer. I'm going to interact with people and like send out messages for 10 minutes. Like, you need to be productive, not just scrolling, because there is a huge difference. I will say I'm working all day, but I was just sitting on TikTok and scrolling. I was interacting with my people, yes, but was I productive? Not at all. Nothing. So there's a big difference.
Yes, there is. Do you, Kelly, want to touch on professional development real quick?
Yeah, I can do that. I talked last night a little bit about professional development too, but so like professional development, stop. Professional development is a big part of your mindset as well. So like for me, I will wake up before the kids sometimes, and I will like make sure I get my posts up and do that before they even get up, but I'll also do my professional development. And if I don't get it in the morning, I'll do it sometime throughout the day. So I'll like, oh my God, stop. Let go. Oh, baby strength. Okay. So, and that can mean, sorry, thrown on the spot here. So professional development can be like anything. If you are in the shower and you need to get your mindset in order and listen to some music, you can listen to some music, get your mindset together. If you need to do some professional development, you're in the shower, listen to a Zoom. I'll listen to a Zoom in the shower, and most of the training Zooms that they send us are like an hour. but at least then I can get 20 minutes out of the way, or I can get a half an hour out of the way. Like if I'm in the car, I always listen to Zoom because sorry, he wants me to stand up. Oh. Stop. No one wants to hear you cry. Okay. I don't want to see myself. It's ugly.
Do you want me to? I can take over if you want. You can get him settled.
Butthole. I'm just gonna put him down. Let's see what happens. He's just being an a-hole. Yay, kids.
This is being recorded, by the way.
Everyone that's a mom understands the kids are a-holes. I love them to death. Yeah, I don't know what I was saying.
Personal development,
yeah.
Shower.
Give me a second. You take over. I'll be right back. I'm gonna throw him out the window.
So even if you have like 20 minutes, 10 minutes, 30 minutes, plug into something. And, you know, I'll be doing dishes or getting the kids breakfast and lunch ready, and I'll have something going in my ear. And just, it could be anything. It could be a podcast. I know Pam Souter has an awesome podcast. Jade Hooper started a podcast. I don't know if she's doing it continuously. I haven't plugged into hers recently. But there's something for everybody, and it grows your mind, and it also just gives you this, like, sometimes if I'm feeling like chaotic in my head and I just need something, I will listen to something, and it kind of just calms your thoughts or like makes you think differently, and it overall just helps. So if you are like struggling in any aspect, and I know like we've talked about a devotional, a bunch of us have the 100 Days to Brave book. It's literally a page and a half, and it takes like 2 minutes to read. And, you know, I opened it today and I read it, and it was perfect for like a friend of mine, and I sent it to her, and I was like, I love you. Okay, you should read this. And, you know, it's crazy because I haven't been consistent in my reading my devotional, but like every time I pick up that book, it applies to my life like to a T, or it's somebody very close to me. And it was like I was meant to pick it up and read it. And it's not all the time. You know, I try and plug into more things in my ear because life with children is chaotic, and having small ones under 3 isn't always the easiest to like accomplish all of the things. But I'm here to tell you, if you have a desire and a drive and motivation to grow your business and grow your mind, and despite what's happening around you, you will find a way, because I find a way. And there are days where I'm like, what did I get myself into staying home full time with my children? Because I don't even know which way is up. I don't know what I can do. I don't know who I was messaging last. And I feel like I'm losing all of the things in my life. Like nothing is stable. And I am still getting my work done. I am still not all the things get done in that day, but I for sure do my posting and my stories. And I follow up with potentials. And if it's with a baby on my hip and I'm voice clipping, that is what I do, because I know what this business can do. And I know what I have my hands on. And I hope that I can show you that. And I hope that you understand like what you have available to you if you try and do all of the things and not make excuses to yourself. I want you to set a goal. It doesn't have to be my goal. It doesn't have to be Lindsay's goal. It doesn't have to be anybody else's goal but yours. Set it. You can't break it to yourself. So if you want to do 5 haps a day, you make that promise to yourself and don't break it. You want to do 10 follow-ups a day, every day, don't break that. Set yourself a goal that you will feel accomplished in your business for that day. And my goals change based on my children, but I never miss posting. I never miss my stories. I never miss following up with loyal customers. And I always, always, always do my best to get my haps up. And if I don't, I try real hard to do it the next day. Like yesterday, I got 19 haps up. Today, I have 3 so far. But like, I am trying. I mean, we are all human, and you have to all give yourself grace. But don't compare to me. Don't compare to Mandy. Don't compare to anybody else but yourself. And if you feel that you're not accomplishing things, ask yourself why. Are you scrolling too much on Facebook? Are you interacting on TikTok or being on TikTok and going down a rabbit hole? Are you watching Netflix for 45 minutes and you have no idea where the time went? I'm saying I watch Netflix, but it's usually something that I don't have to focus on 100%. And I have my phone. And there are nights that I unplug completely and watch a movie with my husband. But every time we have the TV on, it's something that I don't have to pay attention to 100%, because that's time I can be working, and it's time that the kids are not awake and somebody is not needing me, and I can do that. And I'm not saying not to unplug. I'm not saying that at all. But you have to find the moments that you can actually get your task done and get your work done and make you feel accomplished in your business. Because I know that if I don't do anything else, I feel awful about my business. And this is my full-time job. This is my full-time. This is what provides an income for my family. And if I go below a certain income amount, my husband's going to make me go back to work. And that is not okay with me. So like, that is always there. Like, I know what I can do for my business, and I know what I can do to be able to stay home. And I mean, some days am I going crazy? Yes, but I would rather be here working this hard than working for somebody else, because that was not enjoyable. I was away from my family. I was away from my kids. I saw my husband for like 12 hours in 3 days, and that was awful. And so your reason for working doesn't have to look like mine, but whatever your reason is, pour yourself into it. Put all of your effort into it, because when you do, you are going to surprise the shit out of yourself, because you are worth it, and this business is worth it. And if you put half the effort in that you think you are, you're going to explode your business. And it may not happen tomorrow. It may not happen next week, but when you get consistent, you are going to consistently see enrollments. You are going to consistently see your business expand. When you are doing all of that, you are going to see that it grows, because you got consistent. Did I see enrollments from HAPS the day I did them? No. There was unicorns that happened, that they were ready and that's it, they did it. But you don't know, have they seen other people post and I was the one that asked? Or my post was what triggered them and they're like, yes, sign me up. And they didn't have somebody that they were super close with. You don't know that history, and I don't know that history, and they just signed up and they were ready. But other people, they take a few days. So I've been signing loyal customers from HAPS from last week that they're still starting to come in, but I've been checking in with them. I've been saying Happy Mother's Day. I was seeing how their weekend was. So when you get consistent, I know some people say HAPS don't work. You're not working them correctly. When you do them consistently, you will start to see consistent results, and you will start to see consistency in your business. And it takes 21 days to form a habit. And when you start doing that consistently, it's going to come off like mindless. You're not going to have to think about it. It's just going to happen. And this is just normal things that go about your day. Like some of the stuff that was hard for me 2 months ago is normal. It's not easy, but it's normal for me to fit into my day and figure out, okay, I can do this in 10-minute increments. I can do this in 20-minute increments. When Jason's home, okay, I need 2 hours. Like, this is what I need. And that's what you need to figure out. Like, can you do 10-minute increments? Can you do 20-minute increments? Like, what can you do for your business in small amounts of time? And like Kelly said, set timers if that is that's what it needs to take for you to get consistent with it, with any of it. You know, if you need to scroll on Facebook if that's your guilty pleasure, but set a timer, 15 minutes, and I'm going to scroll. And I mean, I've scrolled on Facebook, but like, I'm looking for potentials that I'm interacting with. And like, if I'm looking for potentials, I am typing in their name, like people that I've already talked to and like I'm following up and interacting. I type in their name in the search bar and go directly to their page, interact on a few things, and then go to the next potential. Like, I'm not scrolling just looking for the people that I want to talk to. Like I am actively searching them out. And then I'll scroll for a little bit and see if there's anything going on. Yep. Lindsay.
Like with that, especially if they're very like very, very close potentials, but even in general, just potentials anyways, when I go and search them, or if they have a hap that blows up, or if they're like, okay, I can do it on payday, follow up with me on payday, I'll go to their Facebook page and you can click their notifications to change it to see first so that they pop up on your news feed. And so like they're constantly there. And that way it also takes a little bit of that time out. So you're not having to like search them as much, that they pop up so you can interact with them and like they're on your news feed. So you're able to comment on pictures or posts that they make, and you're staying like active on their page so they still see you popping up and they're like, oh yeah, I got to follow up with her. And then still sending those messages like the Happy Mother's Day or like, hey, I'm thinking about you today. I hope you have a great day. Like simple things like that go a long way with our business.
Yes. Yes, yes. Okay, so what I want you to do is I want you to message either your enroller or your upline for your team, and I want you to tell us what would make you feel successful in your business. What does a good day look like? What does a good day look like outside of the business for you? But like, what does a good business day look like? Is it accomplishing things? Is it going live? Is it enrolling a customer or distributor? Like, what does a successful day look for you? And then we also want to know what your goal is for this month. Is it getting 10 haps up a day consistently? Is it going Ruby? Is it going Emerald? Is it just hitting a certain volume? What does your goal this month look like? Because we want to know, we want to cheer you on for your goals. We want to help you and guide you to your goals. And we also want to hold you accountable. And the biggest thing that I can say is having an accountability partner or on the team, like everybody can cheer each other on, is so huge. Because we all know, then we know, okay, I'm going Ruby and she's going Ruby, and you know, I'm pushing for this and I want 3,000 personal volume. Whatever that looks like, we want to cheer you on and help you get there. And maybe there's a few tweaks here and there. I know I've messaged a few of you and like been like, hey, do this or change this or what, you know, just giving insight and information, and you can take with that what you will, but it's, you know, constructive for your business, and hopefully it will help and change things. And, you know, it's just certain things that we pick up on that we see that maybe you could tweak a little bit and that would help. So we want to know what you're going for. We want to know what your goals are. And I'm excited for this month. This month is like, I have so much fire and excitement and like all of the things happening. Coming out of last month, it was just crazy and insane. And like that momentum kicked into like the beginning of May, and Jason's like, it's the beginning of the month, what is happening? And I was like, I'm going for a promotion and my team is on fire and everything is happening and I'm so excited. And he's like, okay, we're gonna have to figure out a good routine here, because I was like MIA the first 2 days of May. And he's like, you were just gone the last like 3 days of the month of April. And I was like, I'm really sorry about that, but we're gonna have to figure this out. So we're working on a plan. We're still working on it. But I'm excited. And what I'm about to tell you, I want to see if you guys have any questions first before I say anything else. Yes, Kelly. I just saw your comment and I didn't see anything that was frozen.
It froze for like a minute, but also my baby monitor stopped working. I think my Wi-Fi like paused. I don't know.
Oh.
One thing I was gonna say, I know Danielle mentioned like don't compare yourself to others, but like if you do start going down that rabbit hole and you're like, everyone's putting these haps up and like Danielle got 19 yesterday, I'm like, what the F, Danielle? Like, where's all my haps? And I did get in that headspace, and I'm not gonna lie to you guys, because I get in that headspace too. And I almost messaged her and I'm like, what the heck are you doing that I'm not doing? Because I got 2 haps up yesterday and Danielle got freaking 20 over here. Like, But like I did get in that headspace last night. And the thing that I did is I loaded my stories up. I got up my posts for the night and I took a shower. Anytime I feel that way, I unplug. And I'm not saying like unplug for the day because you know how that can affect you in the future. But I'm saying unplug for like an hour, unplug for like a half an hour, turn your phone off. If your phone is never turned off, it will die. Like it can break your phone. So like turn your phone off for half an hour and be like, you know what, guys, I need to step away. I'm going to go for a walk. I'm going to go sit outside. I'm going to take a shower. Sometimes I do yoga. I hide from my kids in the bathroom. Like anything you can do, like if you're feeling that way, because I know we post things in 2020 and we call out like our customers and we call out HAPs in our HAP push group. And we're constantly doing these things and it can be very discouraging. I mean, me especially, I'm not a mass enroller. Like last month, Kylie enrolled like 15 LCs. Mandy's over here enrolling 7 LCs from HAPs. Like, what the heck? Where are my HAP enrollments? But you got to step away and you got to say, like, I'm not comparing myself to her. I'm getting my daily HAP sub that I want to. I'm doing everything I need to be doing to feel successful. And if I'm not, I stay up an hour late and I make sure I do whatever I want to do. Like if I had a bad day, I'll be like, okay, Neil, like I'm going to stay up and I'm going to finish my HAPs and I'm not going to sleep until I get 5 HAPs up. Or I need to finish messaging all my customers and I'll stay up and do it at night because I didn't have a productive day. And I know like those of us with kids, it can feel hard because like I know me and Danielle, we both have 2 under 3 and we're like juggling messaging and we're juggling the kids. And it's like, sometimes it can be frustrating and sometimes I'll like look at them and be like, can you just sit still for a minute so I can finish this freaking message? And it can be overwhelming and then my whole day feels thrown off. But if I just unplug for half an hour and I'm like, I'm going to play with the kids. He's freaking sleeping right now. He keeps sitting. I'll like, for half an hour, I'll be like, I'm done. Like, I just need to play with them, turn my phone off, turn the notifications off. And that helps my mentality. Like, it helps my mindset. It helps me not feel discouraged. And it helps me refresh. And I'm like, okay, like, I don't care what Danielle's doing. That's her business. This is my business. I got my HAPs up for the day. I think you realized he was sleeping. Like, that can make a big difference. Just 20 minutes, a half an hour, 10 minutes. Like, throw your phone in the other room. Lock it in a safe. I don't care what you have to do. Whatever helps you. Like, go outside, take a shower, do some yoga, drink a margarita. I don't care. Danielle's drinking wine right now. Obviously, she needs it. Mother's Day.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, and it's true because like I compare myself to people who have grown children and I'm like, I can't do this because my kids are little and like I get into that hole too. And I have to remember like I am in a different place in my life and I am in a different chapter where like everybody else gone through this chapter or they're going through this chapter with me. And I've had to put my phone down. I feel the same things that you guys are feeling, maybe in a different way or for a different reason. But like I know Callie and we bond a lot because we have young children and we go through the same stressors of having 2 littles under the age of 3. And like it's hard. There's days it's really hard. And I understand. And like we all have different hard. Like, some of you guys are in school. And some of you guys are, figuring out life or working full-time and school and this business and all of that. So just know, like, we aren't unicorns. We don't have special skills. We don't have all of our shit together because Lord knows, like, my house is semi-clean and it's like a miracle. And I got 4 loads of laundry done and it's a damn miracle because Mason has been sleeping since 3:45. So like some days this happens and all of the things fall into place and everything works out. But then there's days where I'm yelling over my kid screaming to Mandy on the phone, trying to get a point across. And I have no idea if she can hear me or what is happening, realizing that my earbud died in my ear and I'm shouting to her in the phone in my hand. So like, if that helps any of you with the chaos that sometimes occurs in my house when my husband is on shift, like, we aren't unicorns, you guys. And all of us have joined this business for a reason. And all of us have a different why and a reason for doing all of the things. And don't compare yourself to anybody else. And if you're in that rabbit hole, snap out of it any way you can. Talk to one of us, call us, yell, scream, cry, whatever, because I've done it. I've FaceTime and be like, okay, I need to see some faces like right now because I'm losing my shit. And if that's what it takes, like, we are here to pull you out of it and talk you out. And because you all have great passion and desire to do this business, and that is what matters. So whatever you need in a given day, if you are struggling, reach out. Don't sit on it. Don't unplug for the entire day and like disappear, because that's not going to help anything either. And I know, like, I can speak for Mandy and our leaders and stuff, like, we don't want you to go through this by yourself. Like, if there is something that's bothering you or something that's on your heart or something that you're struggling with or a comparison game, like, talk to us and we're going to help you through it. And you're going to be surprised what we have to say sometimes, because we're going to be like, what are you even talking about? Like, you're killing it. Or like, you do this, this, and this. Okay, let's maybe tweak this and let's get you out of this. We're going to help you figure it out. So you're not in this alone. You are never in this business by yourself if you allow us to help. Okay? We love you. We love all of you. And we're so excited for what I'm about to say. Okay? Are you ready? Is everybody ready? I'm ready. Okay, so you know or may have seen that Brianne is doing a team-wide, her entire team, a team-wide call with Sherry Lynn Alcala. She is the #2 income earner in our company, and she is one of my favorites. I follow her. I was too scared to even ask her for a picture at conference. Like, we walked, and Mandy was like, there's Sherry. I'm like, nope, can't do it. Don't, nothing. I'm not here.
I almost shoved you, and that's a rare moment to see Danielle be like, like, she's right there. No, it was like a deer in headlights. No. Sorry.
I was not ready. I was not ready for the thing. So she is the person. Next year conference, I'm determined to get a picture with her and say hi, and that's probably all that's going to come out of my mouth. But she is doing a special call just for Brianne's team, and it is for anybody that brings in 500 new volume from now until the 31st. So that would start, well, it started the 7th for Brianne, and we can backdate ours too for the 7th through the 31st. So 500 new volume, not auto ships that are already running. So new customers, personal orders, API orders for current customers, but not a set auto ship. So in addition to this awesome call, we are topping that. And your leaders, so you're going to talk to your leader, and we all have a giveaway that we are doing. So Mandy, myself, Lindsay, Heather, Kelly, and Kylie are involved. And so if you're not under, I know we're all under Mandy. So if you are under Mandy, you're going to go to Mandy. And if you are under me, you're going to go to me. But if you have Kelly, Kylie, or Lindsay, and Heather, you're going to talk to them. However, I'm so excited. We are doing a giveaway for you specifically. So each of you are eligible to win a giveaway prize. And I'm not going to tell you completely what it is because we're super pumped about it. But they are all going to be very similar gifts. And it's not products, it's not cash. You may get a couple samples if there's stuff that you've been wanting to try that you haven't yet, and we have it on hand. But each and every one of you are eligible to win this prize. So anybody that gets 500 new volume between the 7th and the 31st is going to win something from us. So we've been talking about it, and it's specialized, and it's just going to be, I don't see, you didn't tell them what it was last night, did you, Kelly?
No,
okay.
I said each leader is going to personalize it a little bit.
Yes. Yes.
But
so we will each personalize it, and I'm just so excited. And we not only get the call with Sherry, but we are doing a gift for each and every one of you. And I know we've never done this before. As a team, we've always done like a drawing or a giveaway and put everybody into a drawing, and one person won or two people won. But everybody has the chance to win.
You're
and
all
it's a pretty
winners.
cool. You are all.
Everyone
you
is
all
going to
it.
get this. Like, everyone's getting
yes.
this. We ordered enough literally for
existence.
everyone. So, like, everyone has one. So,
So there's no reason that all of you can accomplish this, because it is absolutely possible. And I don't want you thinking, oh, I've never done that before, I can't do that. Knock that right out of your head, because I never enrolled 7 customers in a day, and I did that at the end of the month. And I've never, ever done that. So I'm not going to say I can't do it. And if I say I can't, that's just limiting you. That's telling you already that you're not going to do any of the things that you want to do. You need to say that I will do it. I will find the time to get 10 haps up. I will find the time to post. I will be diamond. I will get 500 volume in new volume this month. Speak it into existence, because when you decide to do something and you make that decision, you are going to be shocked what happens. When you stop talking negative to yourself and putting yourself down with your own goals, you are going to be surprised when you start flipping that script and making it a positive statement instead of a negative. Because when I went to bed the night of the 29th of April, I was like, I'm going to enroll 10 customers tomorrow. I just said it before I went to bed, and I went to sleep, and I enrolled 7, and then 1 after midnight. That was 8. And I was like, holy shit, this is amazing. But like, I didn't doubt myself. I wasn't sure. Was I sure that I was going to sign 10 customers? No, but I spoke it into existence. I'm going to sign 10 customers tomorrow. But I worked my ass off on the 29th. I got so many haps up, and they blew up. And now I've put haps up consistently. I think I've missed 2 days since then of 10, but like I got 19 up yesterday. But like some of them blew up, and that's what I was focused on. And so I know if I would have gotten my 10 haps up on the 30th, I for sure would have signed 10 customers. But I was overwhelmed, and I had 2 children that needed my attention, and I was following up trying to get customers. So like I slacked in the half area, but I spoke it into existence. And when I'm telling you, I know it sounds like sorcery, that like it doesn't seem true, because people told me like, oh, I just made a decision. Well, you're flying high on cloud 9. I don't know what you're talking about, like making a decision. Like this is like crazy talk. But I'm going to tell you that last year on the plane to conference, Mandy and I sat at the airport, and she's like, I am not walking in to conference as a Ruby. I'm going to be an Emerald. And like, we made that decision and promoted on the plane. I re-ranked Ruby. She went Emerald for the first time. And like, we did it again for February. I went Emerald and she went Diamond. And it was literally a decision. When you let go of all of those barriers and all of those chains that are holding you back, you are going to be surprised. Because when Mandy made that decision, I have never, ever seen her the way she was that day. And she has been on fire ever since. And like, she made that decision, and it was like a light bulb. It was crazy, because I was like, you just changed your business, and you just changed your life. And like this light and this fire, like it was a decision she made, and it was so cool to see. And I know you guys have it in you. And I know like there are days that I was like, I need to decide to do it. And I need to get out of my own head and just decide to do it. And you know what? That's what I did. And sometimes you have a blinders on, and sometimes you can't look at what anybody else is doing. Like sometimes we'll be chatting, like either Mandy and I, or like a few of us leaders are chatting, and like people are talking about like goals and what they hit and what they're signing. And like, I can't look at it. I just have to go, because I need to focus on me, and I don't need to be derailed by something else that's not my lane. And I want to cheer them on and be excited for them, and not bring anybody down, and not bring myself down. So like, okay, that's awesome. Great job. And like, I'm going to keep going. What?
Brienne is doing the cash giveaway right now.
Oh, the $100?
Yeah.
Oh.
I thought
they
she
were
did it
going
after the family call. Sorry, I was scrolling and I noticed
Yeah,
it.
that's what they normally do. Huh.
So everyone
Okay.
knows.
We'll
We'll make
share
a
it.
watch
We'll
party
share it
really
when
quick.
Yeah. Does anyone have?
You cut out.
You're muted.
Sorry, my husband is calling. Never mind. It wasn't important. Has anyone had any trouble doing a watch party from Facebook? Like, has not been able to do a watch party? Like, it only gives you an option to share. Anybody have that problem? No? Anyone have any clue? Okay, me too. Okay, so I have somehow lost the ability to do a watch party. I've tried everything, and so I'm gonna have to get to the bottom of it or do something. But I'm like, I don't know why it all of a sudden won't let me do watch parties. So I'll just share it when we get off of here. I don't want to interrupt what you were saying. I know you're probably sharing, but just a couple of things that I was thinking. I'm sorry I was late, you guys. I made the mistake to call my mother-in-law because I talked to both my stepmoms and my daughter-in-law and thought, I better call my mother-in-law because she's going to get wind. And she just kept talking. So I apologize that I was late to the game. But something I wanted to say is that when they're talking about how you guys, I've had quite a few of you, maybe not you specifically on here, but I talked to some of you one-on-one who've been like, I'm worried about this, but I didn't want to come to you because I know you're busy, or I know you and Danielle are in a lot of threads and I just didn't want to bother you. You're not a bother. And I want you guys to know that Danielle and I go to people above us too. Like her and I rely, we vent to each other and talk to each other about a lot of stuff. We game plan, we talk about things for you guys and what we can do to help and what we can do to help you grow. And like, we're constantly brainstorming, and we will go to Rochelle. We will go to Brienne. I've gone to Sidelines, like Heather Basunis, and she goes to Becca. Like, we have these relationships because we lean on each other to be able to come back stronger to help you guys. So just know that when you come to us with stuff, a lot of times it's other tools that we have learned from our sideline friends or our upline that poured into us that we remembered and it stuck with us. So we want to be able to pour that into you. It's not because we feel burdened by it. Like, if there's something and you're on a rut and you just keep repeating it and you keep going over, I'm literally going to be like, I'm going to come hit you with a mallet in the head. Like, just get it through your head. Like, you deserve this. You can do this. Like, but you have to be the one to, like, we can't want this more than you do. We will absolutely cheer you on and want it for you and love you and know that you're here for a reason. But they're absolutely right. Like, it's a decision. And do I wake up every single morning like, woohoo? Most times I do, but the days that I don't, that's the day I know I need to work more, because that is the devil. I'm not a super religious person. I'm very spiritual, not super religious, but I'm learning about my relationship with God. And this business brought that to me. So I definitely think that that's when you need to dig in more. And when Kelly said that thing about the 7 LCs, you guys, I've never been this consistent with HAPS. And I've never signed 7 LCs by the 9th or the 10th of the month, ever in 4 years. I think the most I ever signed, I signed 9 LCs by the 15th back in September. But like, so something works. It works. You just keep doing it. Some days it might seem monotonous. Sometimes it might, you never know what HAP is going to blow up. Sometimes the HAPs that blow up, I'm thinking, this is not going to get anything. And then I look at it and there's 37 comments. I'm like, oh my God, what just happened? And Danielle and I've had conversations. She's like, I don't know what to do. It's a good problem. And then you chunk it down. If you get overwhelmed and something either you think is going to blow up and it doesn't, or it overblows up and you don't know what to do, talk to us. I said to her, don't answer all 50 at once. And she knows that. But like, answer 10 of them, establish conversation, or, tell 10 of them to message you. Because a lot of times when those ones blow up, I will comment, hey, can you message me, Tiffany's post on Facebook so it'll allow us to chat? That person's coming to me then. Then I know they're serious. I'm not messaging them, waiting for Facebook Messenger to not alert them because we're not friends and they're not accepting my request. So like, we have tips and tricks and things like that. We have to tweak things every single day. Some days, one post will absolutely blow up for me. Another day, I get nothing. Time of day, Danielle posts something that blows up that does nothing for me, and vice versa. So just know that we're all just trying to like tweak everything that we can. So, and we are all here for you, and yeah, all the things. So
don't feel discouraged. Don't feel, and just don't compare yourself to anybody else. Like, if you are comparing yourself to anybody and like, you're not doing all of the things you should be doing, there's no comparison, because that person is probably doing all of the things. So you have to look at what road you're on. If you are comparing yourself and like you want to strive to do that, then strive to do that and do all of the things and your tasks, and sending out messages for happy birthday, sending out HAP requests. Like, I know Mandy and I we don't do the cold messaging thing for anybody. We want to have a conversation and like get to know you first. And I will message people for HAPs, but I'm not asking them to buy anything. you know. Being consistent in all of the things is where your business starts to take flight. And I don't know if you guys have heard, but I know Kelly Doll has said it, Brienne has said it, Courtney McCravey has said it, like consistency. Like Brienne is talking to potential distributors now, and she doesn't expect to sign them for 4 to 6 months. Kelly Doll is saying, you know, 3 to 6 months, what you're doing now, you're going to start seeing 3 to 6 months from now too. So because people aren't ready the day that you talk to them, they need to see you, they need to believe you, they need to be invested in you. And so if you're not giving them you, people aren't going to be invested. So you got to like brand yourself and figure out what you want to do with your business and how you want to be on social media and sharing and what you want to do. But you have to get consistent first. You gotta get consistent. And I mean, I know that we talk about that a lot, but I'm serious. For real. Being consistent has changed everything. But yeah. So Tori asked, how many times do you post about the giveaway? I do like 3 to 4 times a week, maybe. But I do haps for giveaways too, because like if mine are like not getting new people on, I put haps out there for the giveaway because I want new people into my network. So, but I don't post it every day because it doesn't get the same interaction every day. Like I posted something on Monday and somebody commented today. That's 6 days later. So like I'm still getting comments on stuff. So I don't like to do it every day. I feel like it blocks that last post. Do you guys have any questions?
If you feel like you posted, you overhapped, is that we just made that term. If you feel like you overhapped, I feel like I should take, like if you overdid it.
On like on your Facebook wall? Like if you
Yeah. Like I feel like
I would just be mindful for the future.
Don't take it off?
No, leave it because people are still seeing it.
What?
So
no.
I would just be mindful for the next time. So like if you posted today, I would post in 2 days or 3 days.
Yeah. I'm taking a little happy break.
I mean, you can still message perhaps, and you could still like ask people to put up for you, but like just don't post it on my wall.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then if you're noticing that people aren't commenting on your specific post, maybe you need to change something up or put some like flashy picture or, you know, something just different. And then give your happers, the people that have said yes, give them a giveaway post so that you're reaching their network instead. So that you get a different reach of people. And everybody that like comments on a giveaway hat for me, I give them a product. And what I've actually been doing, I just started for a few people, I've been doing what Mandy has done, and like I give them 4 choices. And depending on how many giveaway hats I have out, I will give them a giveaway, or I've been giving the opportunity every single time. I've been doing a product, like 2 products. Like I did coffee, the weight loss, and then the giveaway. Or I'll do coffee, weight loss, hair, skin, and nails, and the opportunity. So I will do that. Oh, Mark is live. Okay. I'm going to stop the recording and